Are you preparing for MCAT and you're already feeling really stressed out? You are almost fatigued. You're tired and exhausted. You are so anxious that you're actually eating a lot. You're binge eating and you're gaining weight because of your anxiety. If this sounds like you, then you are actually at the right spot. So this is a three-part series of videos where I will go over how to tame your MCAT stress. So hello, I am Dr. Arzu Jabra. I have a PhD in organic chemistry and am also a mindset coach for college students. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the self-concept. In the second video, I'll be talking about time management. In the third video, I'll be talking about nervous system regulation. So in this series of videos, we do not really talk about motivation. I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing. However, I would be telling you the underlying implications of your behavior, the underlying implication of your actions, and what it means to behave a certain way and to not behave a certain way. And we will talk about the subconscious functioning of your brain. Okay, so let's talk about self-concept. So before we dive deeper into it, I want to first talk about what is a self-concept, right? So your views about yourself related to your big goal, which let's say is actually getting a really good score on MCAT, right? If that is something that is actually a goal, that's something that you want to pursue, you want to be a doctor, you want a really good score. You're preparing for your MCAT, and that's one big goal that you're working towards. So my question is, what is your perception of yourself towards that big goal, right? Do you feel like this big goal is so big? It's like massive in front of you and you're like a tiny human being. Do you feel like it's so hard that when you actually visualize it, it feels so big? But when you think about yourself with respect to the goal, you feel inferior, you feel incapable, you feel like you're not smart enough. Is that what you feel about yourself when you think about your MCAT ideal score, right? So that is one. And of course, what do you think about the goal in itself? Is it too big? Is it hard? Is it beyond you? Is it just something that is so difficult? Is it scary? What do you think about the goal in itself? Right? That is also a part of self-concept. Your opinion about your goal. So make sure you take the time to really analyze what your real thoughts, like your ideal thoughts, what is something that actually runs in your brain when you think about these goals and yourself with respect to these goals. Okay? And then, secondly, we're going to be talking about, now we're actually getting deeper into where you picked your self-concept up from. Who told you that MCAT was supposed to be so hard? Who told you that you are incapable of cracking MCAT? Who told you that you are not smart enough? Who told you that this is very hard or this is beyond you? And if you're thinking that I actually don't have a good score in physics. That is why I shouldn't be getting a good score in MCAT. That has got nothing to do with it, by the way. And I'm going to talk more about it in the third section. Again, recapping on what I said, where you got your opinions on your self-concept from. A lot of this conditioning comes from our younger years. We don't decide whether this goal is going to be harder for me, or it's hard for me, or it's easy for me, or I'm capable or I'm not capable, I'm smart enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm competitive, I'm not competitive. We don't get that when we're older. We don't learn these things about ourselves when we are older. So congratulations, you got to know something new today. That what you think about yourself is not what you decided for yourself. It was decided for you by your parents, by your family members, by your environment, not by you. So there is a break. What you think about yourself doesn't necessarily have to be true right now, which means there's a possibility of us changing that for you because you didn't decide that for yourself. Isn't that pretty amazing? Actually, that is something to really ponder on. You didn't decide if I'm capable or if I'm not. You did not decide if you're smart or not. It was handed over to you. And you're going to tell me, I have had experiences, I failed chemistry, I failed organic chemistry. Of course, I'm not capable. So then that brings me to our third section, which is why do we have to decide our capability based on MCAT? Why MCAT? What makes you want to take MCAT in the first place? What is it about it? Who told you that you should be pursuing MCAT in your life? Who told you what your goal should be? If you have a goal which did not require scrutiny or discernment, then is that truly your goal? Is that really your goal? Is that something that you said that I really want to do MCAT? I really want to be a doctor? Is that something that you are choosing for yourself? Did you wake up and say, hey, or did you look at other people and thought, oh, that is so cool, I just want to be that, right? Or is it something that you're truly passionate about? You're like, I want to help people in the medical industry and want to help them through healthcare by providing them healthcare. Is it truly what you actually like? Is it something that comes from the bottom of your heart? Because if it doesn't, then it's gonna be hard. So my next question to you is that if you actually decided what you want in your life and not anyone else, then what do you want to choose about your self-concept today? Is that something that you want to have in your self-concept? Is that how you want to walk around the earth thinking that this is my goal and I know that when I set my mind to something, I get it? Sorry, the video got cut off. So then the third step is developing your own self-concept. which means that asking yourself, what is it that you want? What is your goal? If we remove all the external noise, external environment, what is your goal? What is it that you want? And you can even strengthen your self concept by answering these questions below. For example, first question: have you experienced setback in the past, and have you overcome your experiences? And have you overcome your challenges? What does that say about you? Second, have you had experiences in the past when you did not get exactly what you actually wanted? And how did you react to that? And how did you make that work? And what does that say about you? Third question: what qualities are you actually imbibing? What qualities are you actually learning by preparing for this MCAT? So answer all of these questions and change your self concept. Change the way you think about yourself and watch your results change immediately. All right, I will see you guys next time. And until then, have fun, keep growing, and keep learning. Bye now.